Hey YouTube, super exciting day today. We are going to film the second part of the Q&A. Thank you for asking the questions. The anniversary is September 3rd. That is when I first uploaded my very first YouTube video. We are doing the Hot Ones challenge, and I think that's the first question somebody asked, right?
Yeah, so I've got the questions over here. So the first question was, what the hell is Hot Ones? Hot Ones is a really cool YouTube show that you should definitely check out. They interview celebrities and other people and kind of ask fun questions along with eating hot wings. So here's our very first one, and we'll put descriptions of all the sauces in the channel. So let's start with the very first question. Joey, the house is still looking a bit bare. Are you ready for furniture to be built, or are you not ready to build the furniture?
I'm just not good enough to build furniture yet. Our most recent videos have been IKEA hacks. So the cabinets I just cannot make square, can't build a thing square. So I think our first round of furniture will be IKEA furniture, and we'll add modifications to them and paint them fun colors. The first sauce is pretty good. It's like more vinegary.
Yeah, first one's pretty good. So far, not too hot, but as we go from here to here, it's gonna get more. All right. Next question. Which project is the dentist's wife's favorite one to date? Ooh, it's kind of hard to choose because there's so many projects that I love, and there's so many that we use all the time. But I am definitely biased when it comes to anything to do with plants. That's where my heart's at. Um, the Millsbow is one of my favorites. I also helped to kind of plan and design that project. But of ones that Joey built, my favorite would easily be the potting bunch. I use that basically every day, if not every other day. Um, so potting bunch.
Adabo Loco.
Ooh, this one looks good. So the next one, first one that we did was Hot Ones, the classic garlic Fresno edition. That has the 1,700 Scoville heat units, or SHU. Next, this is the, uh, let's see, Island Wing Sauce. So 5,500. So we're kicking it up a bit.
This is 5,000.
5,500.
So my favorite project is the custom storage thing I built in the garage. I thought about this question for a long time. It's not the fanciest looking, but it is an original build, and the only other original build I have is the garden hose holder, and that one just doesn't look very good.
But it's functional. But it's functional.
Because everything I build, I try to emulate from other people that are doing the woodworking or the DIY. I can't wait to get to a point where I can imagine more projects and have them come to life. That one was I needed tires to go somewhere and a chainsaw, and I was able to drill random areas for random tools and custom slots for power tools. So the functional aspect, the I had a lot of fun making it because it was coming to life as I was building and also functional, and I think it looks pretty good.
Looks good. Looks good. Speaking of the chainsaw, question for me was, what did you think? Oops, sorry. Did you think your husband was nuts when he went out and bought a chainsaw? How do I answer this one? Yes and no. So yes, it was definitely not something I was expecting you to purchase. But Joey, with all of his projects, he does a lot of research to make sure that he's not only using it safely, which was my number one concern. But also using it where uh, you're smart about it. Like overall, I really feel confident with his research on knowing the safety pieces, how to be able to actually operate it. And thankfully, also at the store where you got it from, he made some good friends to further help him out with that.
Yeah, I wasn't too ready to buy it so early on in my tool collecting journey, but we needed the tree cut, and it was the only way I kind of researched on how to mill all the large pieces. Um,
Yeah,
I shouldn't be doing such
you're
large.
doing large ones. So
Okay.
this is the mescaline. This is now a big jump. We're going to 16,600 SHU. Ooh, I'm nervous about this. Next question. So, what was your favorite tool that you've acquired so far?
It's probably going to be a boring pick, like the tool shelf.
Mm.
I love the drill. We use it so much uh, because before I bought the drill and impact driver, I had to use Ali's tool to drill the pilot hole, and then I had to switch out the bit to get the fastener in there. And once I was able to get both, it speeded up all of my projects uh, 2 times because I didn't have to like keep switching out bits.
One for other. Yeah.
Uh, I love all the tools. I don't really like the loud ones, which is why I'm trying to get into hand tools. That will be many videos and a long journey because hand tools is a good rabbit hole to get into.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite tool?
Uh, I'm biased on my screwdriver because it's a really good one. It sounds like a random one, but I use it all the time where
The
it's got
blue
like
one?
the blue one. Yeah. So it's got all the bits on the bottom, easy to be able to screw in and unscrew everything. Um, that's my favorite one.
What is it? Cobalt?
I think it's cobalt. Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's cobalt. But that was actually one of my like a lot of my old tools that I had were ones where like my dad helped me to be able to get and was like helping me know which tools to get. And that cobalt one was like an upgrade from my original screwdriver, and it was like, ooh, I need it too. It was good.
This one has been vinegary, not
Yeah,
spicy. This one's like pineapple-y. I
yeah.
wouldn't
It's
really
more
even
tropically, yeah.
consider that one spicy. This is the first one where it's like
I took a
it's
sip of my limeade.
spicy. Um, we will keep going.
Ooh. So I also have a whole kit over here of stuff I did research before this of what kind of things do I need to make sure that I can conquer the challenge. And so far, I've only had to have one sip of limeade. One of the Reddit suggestions was an acid, so it didn't work that well. The one that we just had, this is Los Calientes Verdes. It's six. Oh no, 36,000. So we're just going up and up.
I think this one was spicier than this one.
Ooh, let's see.
I am doing straight tequila.
This one's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel the heat, but it's not. Oh, maybe I should have not have spoken so soon. Okay, but it is really good. All right. Mm. Oh, these are good. You ready for the next question?
Yeah.
All right. Actually, a question for myself. Does a dentist's wife foresee herself joining her husband in the DIY game? After all, he started his career off of using my tool. Yeah, there's actually been pretty much all of, or almost all of the projects that you've been working on. I've been behind the scenes helping. Um, the painting video or helping out with cutting the chicken wire for the catio. Um, and staining and little pieces here and there, and even like helping with the Millsbow part. Uh, Definitely excited to possibly bring on some more videos and join in the fun.
Oh man, I think I went aggressive on that one.
Uh-oh. All right, let's try this one. So, Joey, which dentistry skill has been the most helpful in your DIY venture?
I can't think of a very specific skill. Drilling a tooth doesn't really transfer to. Thank you, motorcycle. I still can't cut plywood or 2x4, pine, hardwood, anything to straight or square. But there's a lot of general skills that I think have been really helpful. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you want to clean?
Yep. Do you want to pause the video?
No, I'll just edit it out.
Oh.
We are back. The general skills of problem solving, I do that every day at work. Every tooth is different, every patient is different. I think the problem solving mindset that my brain is just wired really helps with DIY, home improvement, woodworking, because every time I'm working on something, I'm like, here's a lot of problems we have. How do I solve this relatively quickly, relatively cheaply, inexpensive? Because there's so much stuff we need to do that I can't focus on one too much, and we'll never have furniture.
I mean, I hope we have furniture soon. So piggyback on the DIY with dentistry. Quite a few comments were about surprising of or thinking that UV resin curing type work would be something that resonates with dentistry, and especially if you would use those UV resin skills for something like the custom keycaps or anything like that. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I did a little bit of research into the keycaps, and there's definitely similarities. You're mixing two things that's kind of liquidy, and it becomes a hard thing. But I wouldn't say dentistry would make it a lot easier for me. I would still have to do the full research of exact measurements. The artistic part of dentistry is kind of not talked about too much. I do have to make all the resin for any teeth filling, match the tooth, make sure it looks good, artistically correctly contoured, and this gets into philosophical conversations with patients on what they find beautiful. Somebody might want a really white or really yellow or really rounded or really squared tooth. So we have to be able to use that to make it look good to whoever is finding it the most important. And the resin keycaps, I think, will, because you have to ultimately make those look good to your own personal taste. So I think those skills will overlap, but very specific skills. I think I need to actually learn how to make resin keycaps.
That'd be a cool one.
That one is
That
quite
one's hot.
spicy, yes.
That one's hot.
So we're
I have limeade juice run of the part of my kit. One of the things that I saw online was like an acid might help. I was trying to see if that would work first before I had to hit the milk, but I had to hit the milk. It's already hot. So, oh boy.
I'm sticking with the tequila.
And little Ben has decided to join us. Hey, buddy. Oh, careful about the hot sauce on him. Careful about the hot sauce on him.
I haven't touched a wing with this hand.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, next question. Oh, it's fun party. What does the missus make in her spare time? Any cool DIY or craft projects that she's willing to share? Most. What are some of the big crafts I do? So, a lot of my crafts revolve around plants. So, painting plant pots or organizing the Mills bow or stuff like that. I also really like cutting vinyl. I've got a Cricut maker, and I like enjoying making cups or stickers or fun stuff like that. I'm really big into home organization, and I've been enjoying getting to label all of my bins and have, uh, yeah, just some fun stuff.
We're out of town, and she brought her labeler.
My mini labeler, yeah. All right, let's get to this. Okay, Joey. Ooh, this is a good one. How do you balance getting a project done in a timely way with getting usable footage in the process?
That one's initially sweet,
Mm.
but definitely spicier than that one. I don't have a good balancing technique.
Oh, that's spicy.
I'm not
Oh.
I'm not a professional YouTuber. I set artificial timelines. I have to upload this on Friday, and when we get back in town, I have to make a video and upload it on Monday. The the balance is I start filming
Oh.
and we need to get this project completed. I'm still burning from that
I'm
one.
still burning. I'm still burning. Oh my goodness. The worst part is. Oh. That is Collard and Ghost.
Yeah, we're at Ghost Peppers now, so.
70,000. My tongue hurts.
Well, I handle spice better. So if I'm starting to have pain,
I'm having pain. All right.
sorry.
Oh. Next suggestion was starch or bread. I'm gonna try.
These are like pretty good wings from Vaughn's. We just went to their like hot food section and was like, "Can I get 20 wings?" And the person helping me was like, "Are you doing like a wing challenge?" And I'm like, "We are doing a wing challenge." I'm starting to cry a little bit.
Oh, me too.
Okay.
No, you're not alone. Oh. Man, I have never felt my tongue feel like.
It was good though. It was initially very
Initially,
sweet.
it's good.
And then once the sweetness goes away, it's just all
Pain.
capsaicin pain.
Pain. It is pain. So of my stash of cures so far, that's the lime juice is doing nothing. Milk is like the only thing that's somewhat helping. Oh, but it coats your tongue. The next one is Tyfing's Choice Curse, and it's 90,000. 99,000.
I'm doing okay. I know we're gonna get really bad really soon.
That's the one I'm scared of. Oh, that's the infamous bomb. Okay, Joey, more questions for you, so I can recover in between these. Have you ever scrapped a video because because it took away too much from the project? or been tempted to?
The Monday, Friday timelines really forces me to upload videos, and there's been a lot that are not good. The car videos don't get very many views. Um, I haven't scrapped one yet until very recently.
I was like,
when
wait, there was one. But
when
this is
we
also my fault too.
when we were driving up here, uh, we wanted to add a thing into an outlet. I opened
Upgrade a light switch.
I opened the box, and I've already filmed the intro, and I started hyperlapsing me starting to work. I started to work, and I have very minimal electrical skills. I could splice a few wires together, no problem.
Mm.
I couldn't understand what the box was when I was looking at it, so I scrapped that video.
Mm-hmm.
And Ellie was pretty adamant of we need to get this done before we leave for vacation. And we ended up calling her dad, who's much more experienced in home improvement and DIY, and he also came to the conclusion of, yeah, we don't really know what wires we're looking at, so
Yeah, we
uh,
realized pretty quickly because we were trying to go from a regular light switch to one of those smart light switches, and I was looking at all the wires, and we had already started the video, and then we realized, oof, we don't have a neutral wire. Our house is older, so we got to figure out that piece before we can actually proceed with it. But thanks, Dad, for helping.
that one wasn't too bad. I thought this one
I
hit
think that
harder.
that one was worse.
According to the YouTube videos, this one's just gonna send us to a different realm.
So this is DeBomb. DeBomb has a SHU of.
I'm gonna go a little hefty, but I'm not gonna
Oh,
go too crazy with this one.
135,600. Ah.
I'm doing okay. It hasn't been too bad. I think I'm gonna eat my words right now, and this one will kind of
Yeah, I'm nervous.
make us actually sweat and
I
cry.
am going to do a small one for this. I'm not doing a full dab. Oh.
Oh yeah, a lot of the interviews we were watching says this one just tastes like bitterness. And yeah,
Oh.
that is a bitter tasting hot sauce. It is spicy.
Ah.
I'm doing so I only eat with this hand, but I could touch my face and pet the kitty cats with the other hand technique. I don't know if I think I just made that technique up.
That is.
It wasn't bad. I was expecting it to taste a lot worse. How are you doing?
Ah. And that goes to like the back of your mouth. Oh, that's painful.
I think the tequila works.
Okay, next question. What sources have you found most helpful in learning how to tackle projects?
I only really use Reddit and YouTube. Uh, very good general knowledge. If you want to get deep into the rabbit hole, specific forums are the way to go. I went into a forestry forum for chainsaw information. I made a post there saying, hey, I got all these pieces. I'm a first time chainsaw user, first time milling pieces of tree, and got really, really good feedback. But I'm not going to do a deep dive into every single project we do around the house. So the general knowledge of Reddit and YouTube seems to be working for me. I think once I start to learn which hobbies I really like, woodworking would be one that I can see myself going down the rabbit hole. I'm not a huge fan of painting, so probably not going to be very good at painting a room anytime soon. The the two sources is it keeps it simple for me because when I'm doing the research, I don't want to spend so much time, or we're just never going to get any of these projects done.
Yeah.
I'm it's spicy.
Positivity.
We took another break. We're on the last two. Supposedly this is supposed to be the like ruin your life. My life is not super ruined yet, but you're
I'm dying. I'm dying. It's funny because leading up into this, Jerry was like, "You sure you want to do it? You sure?" Well, yeah, I can conquer wings. I cannot conquer wings very well. Two more. Two more, and then we conquer the challenge. All right. Next question. What project has been your most difficult?
I don't have any of this on film, but there's been many times where Ellie would walk in and I'm literally saying the F word
Over
nonstop.
and over. Yeah.
I don't know how to make drawers. I can't
Yeah.
get the things to line up. I can't get it to slide smoothly. I don't like cutting chicken wire. It hurts your hand after a
I
bit.
second that.
I
If
can't.
anybody has any tips and tricks on that one, that'd be awesome. Add those in the comments. But yeah, we don't
Oh
like
man, I
cutting
went kind of heavy
chicken
on that
wire.
one.
Ooh, this one. It even says warning extreme. Out of 10, it says 15 for heat.
All right, I'm drinking a little tequila.
All right, this one is the Dingo Psycho Hot Sauce. Oh no, where is this one at? Oh, 666,000. Okay, I'm doing a tiny one.
Yeah, that one's not as bad as this one.
Really? I don't know if you're just trying to make me feel better.
Maybe it didn't even hit yet. Cutting chicken wires with tin shears, not very fun. Painting, like I was saying earlier, not very fun. I kind of like the mudding and sanding, but when you're sanding, you get like a lot of dust in the house, so that's not very fun. Using tin shears to cut metal corrugated roofing for the raised garden beds was not very fun.
Oh, it hurts your nose.
I take it back. This one is spicier than the bomb,
Oh
but this
God.
one's tastier. Like that one actually has flavor.
I agree with that. Oh, the bomb. I just no. Too bitter. It's like what I enjoyed about these ones here is it's flavorful spice, not just painful spice. Oh,
I'm definitely uncomfortable, but I've had worse. So we'll see how the last one is.
oh,
I'm sweating. Are you sweating?
oh, been there. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I almost feel like my gums and everything hurts. It's just okay, man. Okay, next question. When you've had difficult projects, how do you maintain your motivation to get through the project?
I think again the artificial timeline of Monday and Friday is We have to upload this on Friday. The motivation comes from our house needs furniture. We have a lot of things I need to do. They're getting done very slowly because I have to film and edit and upload each of each of them. Uh, but they're getting done at a pretty consistent basis. I'm also pretty motivated by the YouTube. I really like making these videos. There's so many that has been really helpful for me, and I hope somebody in the future will watch my how to install a shower curtain and be like, "Thank you, that was kind of helpful." And it's spicy.
It's spicy. Yeah.
And that's the motivation. It's there's a lot of I also like doing it. Like I like working around the house, and when family and friends come over, it's like, oh, I built that, or like, oh, we painted that. So those would be the three trifecta of one, potentially being helpful, taking pride in my work, and artificial timelines of we actually need to get some stuff done.
Well, I enjoy the projects as well because, especially around the house, it's cool. Like, oh man, that just. I even dipped into the ice cream to try to find some forgiveness, and it's just not forgiving. Um, oh my goodness. But even around the house, like, I love the potting bench and the plant stands and the bed and the dressers. But more than that, like, you're so happy when you finish a project where you're like, oh, I did this, and
I kind of went heavy on that last one. I don't know if I'm going to regret this or not.
you're gonna regret it. This is the last dab. This is 2 million.
I will eat all of these. These are they're definitely uncomfortable,
Painful.
but I will add like if I'm gonna make like a fried rice, I'll add a little bit. So I'm definitely gonna eat these.
I'll take these ones.
Yeah,
I got you. I'll do those.
Initially I thought we would end up just throwing these away, but they taste really good. Even the bomb,
I think the Da Bomb mixed with the right things.
Exactly. So you can have food with bitterness, and yeah, we're fine.
Oof. So I didn't fully finish this one. This is the last one. I only took like a bite of it because it was so hot.
Okay, I'm gonna have more tequila because I went pretty heavy on this last one.
This is the last dab. Oh man.
All right, last question.
2 more questions. Next, do you find yourself getting heckled for your inexperience? And what is your general strategy for dealing with the peanut gallery?
This was something I knew about before getting into YouTube. I started YouTube a long time ago watching. There's always people heckling and there's trolls. I've only gotten very few of those comments. Overall, the woodworking community has been incredibly supportive. Thank you guys so much. I can't say it enough. The feedback I get, the recommendations, I really take those to heart. They help me a lot to learn.
I'm sorry, I'm dying. No.
I welcome it. If it's negative comments, heckling, people being mean, there's clearly something I'm doing that is causing them to have these negative reactions. And I always approach situations as the challenger, be humble. I say a lot of times like I kind of don't know what I'm doing, but I've done a little bit of research and I think it will work out. that's how I learned best. And all the feedback and comments just add to that. And I feel like I am improving every day. So I don't have to deal with them too much. I welcome it. Criticism is always good. There's there's times when
But you also get a lot of comments that are really good and supportive. I don't think that I ever see very many, like, heckling ones. It's mostly support. Oh man, sorry, I'm dying. I'm gonna go get something. This one is unforgiving. Oh. I needed recovery time. That
we're
last
back,
one was hot.
we're in pain.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. I'm going to eat more.
Oh. Well, I will let you eat those ones. But, oh, before you do, high five. We've conquered the Hot Wings challenge. Uh, so in true Hot Wings fashion, they always kind of end the show with, what are some upcoming things that you have going on? What are some, big news pieces? I'm going to change the question a little bit. What are some things that you're excited for in year 2 of A Dentist Does Home Improvement?
We have a lot of projects coming up. How
Yeah.
much do you want to get into it?
We'll make it big. So we've got projects planned of things around the house. As you guys have seen, we need a lot of furniture. So furniture. We love our kitty cats. A few more fun projects for them. More gardening ones.
Our projects that
Yeah.
we're gonna do together now, Allie is happy being in front of the camera. The ones that are near us right now is learning how to crochet.
Yeah, that's a fun one I want to do.
We've gotten a comment about more gardening, kind of how
Ooh.
you
Yes,
want to
please.
do gardening,
Yeah.
and like what are your future goals for that. The the house still needs a lot of work. We could go outside to in. We have to sheet mulch. We want to
Mm-hmm.
do low water, low maintenance, Southern California native plant species, dry river, creek.
Some fun stuff with it. We're still kind of in the early phases of designing how we want to do everything, but stay
Uh,
tuned. Lots of good stuff to come.
yeah. Cheers. I'm actually enjoying this. I'm gonna keep
Oh,
eating.
I went through all of my tools, actually, except for one. I didn't do the honey, but of the bread, milk, and limeade juice, I think the ice cream is the only thing that helped. But it's still, that's just not forgiving. Yeah,
It's
good
it'll
wings, good sauce,
it'll
good
make you
question.
sweat and cry. Thank you guys so much. Thank you everybody for watching our videos. Can't wait to see where we are next year.
Sweet. Video number what?
I don't know. 77. Video 77 done.
Video 77 done. The ice cream is literally overflowing.